So today we're going to talk about healing, right? So how did I survive as a healer? Me, a noob. How did I manage to survive as a healer in the game so far? Let's talk about that. So, um, first thing I would say is if you want to heal in Throne and Liberty, you're going to have to walk with a wand. You have two weapons to choose from. And if you're going to heal, you essentially have to have the wand because the wand is where all your healing capabilities are going to come from. Now, your other weapon, you have a couple options there. You can either do the staff, which is what I do for the mage build, or arguably the better way to go would be to use the longbow, because the longbow also has healing abilities with it. So the longbow coupled with the wand, you're gonna have maybe about 5 healing skills at your disposal. So if you're gonna heal in Throne and Liberty, that's pretty much the way to go. You're gonna be rocking the wand and then either the staff or the longbow. I'm a staff type of guy. I like magic. You know, if you have the wand, I like the staff. So that's how I heal. But the longbow, I would think, is probably the better option, just because you get more heals, and the longbow does more damage as well than the staff. I just like the staff. I like using magic. I'm always a magic mage type deal in any MMO game, right, that I play. So so that's your options. You want to go with the longbow and the wand, or the staff and the wand. Now, as far as skills, I could only speak for the staff. I don't use the longbow. I'm working on a longbow build, but I can only speak for the staff. But more specifically, the wand, because that's the weapon you're going to be using regardless if you're healing. And the things that you're going to be looking for when you're healing is your bread and butter. Your bread and butter, like, you can't live without. It's the first skill they give you. It's the reason why they give it to you first. It's going to be your swift healing. And what does swift healing do? Swift healing restores an ally's health, right? So swift heal is essentially your burst heal. Burst heal, you're going to target someone, you're going to heal them, boom. They're in trouble, give them a quick burst heal. You can also heal yourself. It's arguably the move you're going to use the most. If there was a way to track what my button press is, swift heal is the button press I do the most. So that is the skill that you're going to want to level up the most. It's going to be your bread and butter. It's going to be the most used skill that you're going to be doing out of your active skills. The other skill that you're going to be relying on is going to be Clay's Salvation. Now, can I show? I wonder if I can. Okay, so that's swift heal right there. So I just healed myself. That's swift heal. I just healed myself. That's swift heal. Clay's Salvation is this. And this is an AoE heal that's going to burst out of you. Fantastic. Problem with Clay's Salvation is, you see my cooldown? It's 30-second cooldown, a large cooldown. Swift heal, bam, look at this. Swift heal, I could pop that. Now it's on cooldown. I just did 3 uses of swift heal before I went on cooldown. Now, that's a specialization. You can tweak your skills so that you can, have the skill work a little bit more to your playstyle. But essentially speaking, swift heal is a quick burst heal, and it's going to come off cooldown very fast. Clay's Salvation is an AoE heal that's going to burst from around your position, but it's going to be a long cooldown. It's great for healing the group. It's great if you're anticipating damage. It's great if you just had a whole bunch of damage happen to the team. But you can't be using that skill often. You sort of have to pick and choose when you use Clay's Salvation. It's a very powerful skill, but you can't be spamming that. Swift heal now, you spam that baby all day. The other skill that we're going to be mainly relying on to heal And now this is on the assumption that you are level 50. Because you need to be level 50 to get Fountain of Life. And you're like in the beginning you're gonna have to heal without it. You're gonna pretty much be relying on Swift Healing and Clay Salvation in the beginning to heal. And then you're gonna get Fountain of Life and when you hit level 50, and it's gonna change everything for you. Because what Fountain of Life is gonna do is, hold on, let me switch to my healer. What Fountain of Life is gonna do is, it's gonna put this, I like to call it the house. It's gonna put down the sacred ground, you know what I mean, and provide a heal. Why this skill is super important is because it's gonna be the skill that you're gonna target on your tank mainly to keep the tank alive. And as a healer, we have 3 things that we want to do. We want to heal, obviously. We want to buff the team when possible. We want to strip the enemy of their defenses, so we want to debuff the enemy. And we want to prioritize keeping the tank alive. And Fountain of Life is going to be the skill that we are going to pretty much rely on to keep the tank alive while we run around and use Swift Healing and Clay Salvation on the rest of the team. Me personally, I don't like to heal myself. You'll see, we're going to do some practical examples, but I don't like to use any of these moves. Boom, boom. None of these moves I like to use on myself. The reason why is because I should, in theory, be getting heals off of them. Whenever I use Clay Salvation, it's going to heal me anyway. Whenever I use Swift Healing on someone, it's also going to heal me too. And when I use Fountain on the tank, let's say, and I'm over here, well, I can always just run into it, right? I can always position myself, right? And run into it. So I really don't want to target myself with any heals. I want to be using the heals on my team. And I want to be relying on my potion to heal myself. And I want to be relying on my positioning. And I want to be relying on the auxiliary healing effects of my heals. As I apply them on my teammates, I'm going to get a residual heal as well. Now, how am I getting that residual heal? Now, we have our skills. These are our active skills. And I just showed you 3 main skills that you're going to want to prioritize as a healer. Now, you have all your other skills, your curses and all that, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to say, if you're going to be a healer, the 3 main skills you're going to be doing is Clay Salvation, Swift Heal, and Fountain of Life. And what you want to do is you're going to be able to specialize your skills. And when you go into your specialization, you're going to be able to tweak your skills however you want to your playstyle to fit you. And to fit me, because I don't want to look at my health bar. I want to look at my teammates' health bar. I've customized all my skills in a way so that they also heal me. So let's look at that. So for instance, if I go to Swift Healing here, I've taken every customization on Swift Healing because that's how important this skill is to me. So healing transfers. So additionally restores my health, right? That's how I get that. Consecutive use. See how I was able to I can spam my Swift Healing because there's 6 of us on a team. I might have to heal multiple people. So I want consecutive use. I want to be able to use my Swift Healing multiple times. Mana recovery. What does that do? When I heal them, I'm also giving them mana back in return. Everyone needs mana, so I'm going to give them mana. If I'm serving hot dogs, I better have some ketchup and some mustard and some buns, right? So if I'm healing them, I'm going to give them some mana too, right? And then range. I'm increasing the range so that I can hit them from further away with the Swift Heal, right? I don't got to run over I want to hit this guy. I don't got to run over to him. I can hit him from a little bit further away because I've added range on my Swift Healing, okay? So now let's look at Clay Salvation. This is a huge skill. You actually have a option with Clay Salvation to turn it into a buffing skill. Like I said, you want to be buffing your teammates. You want to be debuffing the enemy. And you can actually change Clay Salvation to not even be a heal. It can just be a damage dealing. You increase the base damage of your entire party. Up to you. Me, I want that heal, so I don't use that. What I do use though is weaken removal. So again, when I heal them, I'm also if they're afflicted by any weaken effect by the enemy, then this is gonna take that away from them. So I'm I'm a doctor. I wanna heal them and I wanna cure them of whatever ails them as well too. And then range increase, again, I want to increase the range of that burst around me so that I can catch more of my teammates when I use it. And then let's look at Fountain of Life. Now, I haven't done anything to Fountain of Life. Lord knows I wanna add stuff, but we already have mana recovery on Swift Heal, so I didn't add it here. I can make it a larger range, but and we can make it last longer, but you only have so many specialization points, and I wanted to use points elsewhere. So my Fountain of Life is basic as is, right? So those are the examples of things of the specialization and how you can tweak your skills a little bit to suit your playstyle. So play around with that. Another thing you want to do is you want to check in the settings and play around with your targeting settings. Some of your abilities, like see this this here. This is what we call, or how would I like, the way I have this set up is the skill is gonna cast. I'm gonna cast that skill on whoever I target. But skills like that, skills that you choose a area on the ground where you place it, skills like that, where you place it on an area on the map, those are really a two-step process. The first process is you gotta place the skill. You gotta find where you want to put it and play. Then the second step is you gotta place it, right? And that's 2 button clicks. And you don't have time. But I personally don't have time for 2 button clicks. We could die in 2 button clicks. So I have it set up so that any of those type of skills, where it's an AOE type casting, I target the person and it casts on the person as opposed to me casting it on the ground. So that's just an example of what I'm talking about in the settings. Like, you want to go in the settings and you just sort of want to play around with your targeting settings in here, and just like, like, do you want to target the guy closest to you? Do you want to target like manual? Like, you want to play around with your auto targeting, and just feel it, see what works for you. Play around with it. Like, don't just watch a video and swear by someone else's settings. Play around with the settings and see what works for you. Play around with different skills. One setting might work great on one skill and it may work horribly on another one. So that's what I want to say about that. The other thing I want to show you guys as far as skills is there's a couple passive skills that I find that are really huge. For the wand, I'm going to stay on the wand because, like, my staff, you don't care about my staff because my staff isn't helping me heal. My staff is all just damage, right? It's just there for me to do damage. But there is a few passives here on my staff that are great. What's a good one here that helps me? Increase mana. As a healer, I'm going to run through a lot of mana, so having more mana available to me is great. So that's the most important thing on my staff that's going to help me as a healer. Now, as far as my wand goes, there's a lot of things here we want. Now, keep in mind that you can mix and match your active skills and your passive skills however you want. It's not like you have to have 4 wand skills and 4 staff skills. I can have 6 wand skills and 2 staff skills. I can have 10 wand skills, and it doesn't matter. However, whatever combination you want to mix and match, you can mix and match. You also don't have to have the weapon out. You can do any move you want. Like right now I have my wand out, but I can do a staff skill. These are all staff skills, but my wand is out, right? Now I'm going to switch to my staff, and I'm going to do a healing skill from my wand. It doesn't matter, right? So in here, I just want you to know that you can do anything. You can mix it. Okay, calm down, bio. We'll get there, bio. We'll get there. We're not there yet, bro. We're not. Whoa. Look at him. He just wants to go. Look at him. I just love my new skin, guys. I just love it. So, look how excited he is. So the couple skills here we want to look at. Full of Corruption. Increases your max damage and mana regen. Great things that you're going to want. Damage is good because we're not going to be doing much damage. So anything we can get to help us with our damage, which we're going to typically get in the form of food, is going to be good. Vampiric Contract, I really want to show this skill off because I don't want to be looking at my health bar, and I don't want to be using any of my healing skills on myself. And this skill is what allows me to survive 90% of the time. Like, this is why I'm surviving. This is going to restore an ally's health based on the damage dealt to the targets affected by the user's curse. That's why we want to be using curses. We want to be applying curses on everyone, right? Because we're always going to be benefiting from that, right? Our block also is going to help us as well in sustaining the curses and keeping us alive. When you're healing, I don't know about the wand. Sorry, I don't know about the bow, what the block does on the bow, but I find the wand block is the best. Like the wand block it's so good that I use it on everything. Like if I have a wand equipped, I'm using this block because this block gives you back healing, it gives you stamina, it gives you everything you want. So I just love the block from the wand. But again, play around, look at what your weapon does, what the block on each of your weapon does, and see what effects you like, right? Noble Revival, probably the most important passive skill you have. This is going to increase your skill heal. So all your heal, every heal that you do, this is going to increase that. And that's the most important thing to us as a healer, is our healing, the power of our heal. Selfless Soul. So every time we heal our teammates, it's going to give us back more mana. And again, we suck mana. We are literally a mana fiend with this build. We can never have enough mana. So anything that can give us back more mana, we're going to want to put in this build. Other skills that we're going to look at here on the staff that are going to help you if you do use a staff. Inner Peace is going to be another way for you to regen your mana. I call that my Goku. That's my skill when you... oh, I don't have it equipped right now. That's going to get your mana... regenerate your mana like ASAP. Another skill here that's huge is I talk about buffing your enemies. So this is the one ability that I have. Sorry, buffing my teammates. So this is the one ability I have to buff my party members. And this is going to give them a little bit of everything. It's going to give them magic, melee, and ranged hit chance increase. And it's going to give them magic, melee, and range evasion. So I'm going to give them, they're going to increase their ability to do damage, and it's going to increase their ability to evade. Now, I've also tweaked this ability. We talked about specialization. So let's look at what we did to that ability to help our teammates. Because we're here to help our teammates, right? So here what we've done is we've also added a damage boost. So now they're going to get a defensive boost. They're also going to get a damage boost. All right. So we're adding additional things to the skill so that when we hit them with it, multiple things are happening. What else are we going to do here? I wanted to show you the inner piece. So inner piece, okay, so this inner piece, you're sort of stuck still. You're sort of standing still. You're sort of stuck in one spot when you're using that ability. So I found it good to have the immune to crowd control effects because you're sort of stuck in one spot, right? So this way, when I'm stuck in that one spot and I'm using the ability, I can't get, I can't get binded, I can't get stunned, I can't get put to sleep or anything like that because you are stuck in one spot, right? So that's the specialization I have on that. That's more just of a defensive thing. That skill is not equipped right now. Another skill as a healer, you're going to have to prioritize whether you want to or not, is this skill here. Icebound Tomb. And this is going to entrap a target in a tomb of ice. Why is this skill important? Regardless of your build, you do need to level that skill up because there's one specific dungeon, the Valley of Slaughter. This guy here, Turka. When you fight Turka, you have to have that skill. And if you don't have that skill, the team's going to die. And you need that skill to mitigate the damage he does. So that's why I have it equipped because when I'm in dungeons with this build, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'll queue for the dungeon, I forget to put it on. So I have a specific loadout just with that skill there, because I don't really need the mana regen too much with this build. When you're in a dungeon, you're only in the dungeon for maybe 5-10 minutes, so I can get away without using Inner Peace. So I swap out Inner Peace for Icebound Tomb when I'm in the tier 2 dungeons at least. All right, so those are the skills we're going to be relying on. These are the passive skills that we're going to be relying on. This is the block we're going to be relying on. You've seen some of the specializations that I find might be important. And, oh, it's raining. Nice. Remember what I said about rain, guys. We're stronger in the rain, right? Well, our healer's not stronger. None of our abilities except the lightning is stronger in the rain. But if we were to switch to our invocator, we would be a lot stronger. So again, remember the routine, right? We're gonna want to curse, hit him with the curses, right? We're gonna want to do damage. We're gonna want to see who needs healing. We're gonna want to, right? That's gonna be we're gonna run through it, but I'm gonna show you how my approach. Typically, the first thing I want to do is I want to go in, identify the tank. I'm going to lay down a heal on the tank. We're going to then curse everyone, right? We're going to do some damage, right? We're going to check on the team, make sure everyone's healed. We're going to go find the tank again, buff him. We're going to put some curses back on, do some more damage, check on the team, see who needs healing, right? And rinse and repeat. Okay, so how does that look in actual gameplay? Let's go. Let's go see how that actually looks in actual gameplay. What we're going to do is, there's one more thing I actually want to talk about before I do that. Is going to be your bar. You're going to have 3 bars to choose from, or 3 bars to equip your skills on. How I like to do it is, I'm simple. I literally just put it in order of what I'm gonna do. Like you just saw it, right? You just saw it. My bars are arranged in the order in which I'm gonna do the things I'm gonna do them. Let me change this. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna identify the tank and put a heal down on the tank first. So it's the first thing on my bar, right? The second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start stripping the enemy of their defenses so that the DPS guys can go to work. So it's the second. So I'm literally going in order. On Xbox, I'm going A, X, Y, B. Literally in order of how I'm going to use my abilities. So that's how I lay out my first bar. First bar is curses. Second bar is now, I've laid my curses down. I want to do damage. So I've just laid it out. I just go in order. First bar, curses. Second bar, damage. So now that I've laid my curses down, X, Y, B, A. In the order that I want to do it. Right? Third bar is my heals. Heals are going to be situational, right? We're not going to have a rotation. Heals are going to be dependent on what's happening. So it's my third bar. It's my furthest bar, even though it's arguably the most important bar. It's furthest because I'm not going to be healing all the time. Healing is going to be situational. I'd rather have access to these bars. You know what I mean? Because these bars I'm going to be using faster. The heals are the third thing I'm going to be looking at, right? So now I have my heals here and my boost to the team here. And the other thing I want to show you guys as well too, which I didn't mention in skills, is you're always going to want to have a movement skill. What do I mean by that? There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to need to move fast. A boss is going to do a mechanic, and you're not going to have enough time to get out of the way. Now, the wand doesn't really have anything for that, but the staff is where I get my movement skill from. And the movement skill with the staff is Frost Smokescreen. And what that's going to do is, let's equip it. And what that's going to do is, it's going to teleport you. See that? Right? And you need a movement skill in every build. Now, I typically don't run with them. I love how I say you need a movement skill in the beginning. As you start to heal, as you level up, you're gonna definitely need a movement skill. Once you get to like level 40 or so, you're not gonna so much need the movement skill because you're just gonna be like, for instance, my this skill here. This is gonna increase our movement speed. So there's little things you can do to do that. Also, I could just morph. Like, if I really need to get out of somewhere really fast, I'm gonna morph, because morphing is faster, like, than me running, right? So you have options to move around. So in the beginning, yes, you're gonna need. It's a good idea to have a movement skill leveled up, right? You should have at least one movement skill leveled up, and when you need to, you swap it in. Just like I have the Ice Tomb leveled up. I don't use it all the time, but I have it leveled up. Just like I have Inner Peace leveled up. I don't use it all the time, but when I need it, I can swap it in, and it's at a high enough level that I can put it into my build, and it's not, I'm not losing a lot of effectiveness. Okay, so those are things you want to keep an eye out. As far as your Guardian, that's up to you. I like personally to use Lady Knight. I like her because she's gonna give me a shield, and as a healer, I want to stay alive. I'm no good to my team if I'm dead. I can't heal if I'm dead. So she's gonna give me a shield equal to my mana, 50% of my mana, and that's huge because this build, like we've been saying, is all about mana. This build has a lot of mana, so a shield from our mana, 50% of our mana, is deadly. We're gonna be a beast, and when we use it, you transform into the Guardian, and there it is. So now we have a dirty shield. Like, I've yet to see anything break through this shield. You know what I mean? I love that you transform into the actual Guardian. This game is, I just love it. So, now this cooldown is going to be severe. It's going to be a 10-minute cooldown. I'm not going to be able to transform into her again for another 10 minutes. So let's hope that nothing happens in the next 10 minutes that requires us to transform into her. All right. So, but yeah. So now those are the basics: skills, passives, specializations that we're going to be that I rely on in order to adequately heal. I'm not a good healer. I'm garbage. But I do enough to keep the team alive. And that's all we need to do. I've done all the dungeons, tier 2, completed them all. And again, this is not good gear yet. We're not using any good gear. We're using basic purple gear. We've yet to actually master our build. So let's just, we're not using any of the good stuff yet, right? We're almost here, guys. We're just missing like 2 more pieces of armor. We're missing a glove, and we're missing 1 pair of boots. And once we get that, we have everything we want, and then we can mix and match and go to town on our build. We're gonna that score is gonna go up. We're trying to get to 4K. So we're not there yet. It's the long play. This is an MMO. It's the long play. So before we head out and do some healing and stuff, let me get my dailies out of the way. So you know what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do the same thing we always do. We're at home. First thing we're gonna do is actually get our contracts. This is gonna take 2 seconds. You know we gotta do it, guys. So let's refresh, and let's just get this out of the way, because this is all part of playing the game. I want to do 5 of them, so we'll do meat and onion. So let's do that. You know we got this food ready. You know we got the food ready. You know what I mean? We got that ready. Bam. What do you want? What else you want? Kaliba? What else you want, Kaliba? I got it. Whatever you want, I can get. You know what I mean? We got it. Where you want me to put it? Where you want me to put it on the table? Where you want me to put it? Bam. All of our contracts are done. Now, we're going to need to spend some contract coins, so let's do this real quick here.
Rain can't stop us.
I know. It can't stop us at all. All right, let's get our Mystic Keys. You guys remember the Mystic Keys from last time? We always got to get the Mystic Keys, and we're also gonna get some parchments, because we need these to craft growth stones. So let's get that, and we're done. That's done, and we're gonna have to go grocery shopping. So let's go do some grocery shopping.
Choose carefully.
Let's grab our rye. Bam. Let's grab eggs. Every house needs eggs. And let's grab, let's grab a couple milk. How are we doing on vegetable oil? Could always use some more. Let's, I think we're good on corn. Clams, tomatoes. We'll grab 5 tomatoes. Honey, we're gonna grab it because you know the rules. Anything with a daily limit we grab. And I think we're good. I think we might need some garlic. Yeah, let's grab some garlic. And we're good. So we got our groceries. Let's put that in the bag. And I don't think we need, you know what, we're gonna grab some sterilites. We're gonna be using them right now, so let's just grab some. Grab 600. And let's grab some world tree leaves, because we're going to be using some right now as well. So let's grab some more of those. You don't have to change your prices. I got you, girl. I got you. You don't got to change your prices. I didn't ask. Did I ask? Did I look like I was asking? Look at my skin. Do I look like... Look at my staff. Do I look like I need a discount? Yo, don't make me throw some Solon at you. Don't make me... Deborah. No,
If you rush, you're sure to miss something.
Deborah, I can't stay mad at you. Okay. So now let's go drop that off. And we're good. Now we're going to jump into some dungeons here. I think we have enough food. We should be good. And we're not going to really need food. But I'm going to eat food because food is very important. So let's drop off all our groceries. Make sure we don't break those eggs. And we're good. Let us eat something. We're gonna get some mana. Yeah. Actually, let's get some health. We'll get some health. And I want the inventory spot. Let's pop the do so we get our inventory spot. And then let's jump in. So now I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about as far as when you're first starting out to heal. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go in order. We're going to skip these 3. Should we skip them? Okay, we'll do this one. We'll do this one. Just to give you an idea of the progression of the dungeons, I guess. Ah, it feels so... It's like I haven't done those tier 1 dungeons in so long. I feel so weird. You know what? Okay, we're going to start at Cave of Destruction. Hear me out. This is kind of crazy, I know. It's a tier 2 dungeon. Sorry, it's a tier 1 dungeon, and it's the hardest tier 1 dungeon you're thinking, right? It's not. This is actually the easiest dungeon. I'm going to show you why. This is actually my warm-up dungeon. And the reason why I want to do it is because we need everything here. This is our book, so we want to get duplicates of this book. This is our new cape that we're working on, so we want to get duplicates of that cape. And we don't have this Amatoy pet. So, but I'm just going to show you. This is actually a good way to... If you're a beginner healer, and you're level 50, and you have... you should have 1600 combat power rating. Start off at Cave of Destruction, and I'm going to show you why right now. It looks intimidating, and you think it's a hard dungeon, but I'm going to show you that this is actually the first dungeon you should do, and you can get a lot of really good resources and gear right off the jump by doing this dungeon, and it's literally, as a healer, the easiest dungeon. I don't know what it's like as a tank and all that other stuff, but as a healer, I'm going to show you how this is going to be your cheat dungeon. And there's a lot of gear there in that dungeon that we want anyway. Okay? So we're going to queue up for Cave of Destruction. I'm going to lock in here a little bit. And I'm going to talk sort of like what I'm thinking. Sort of like I'm playing Monster Hunter here. So the first thing I want to do right now is... Because when you do these dungeons... We're randoms. We have no idea. We're not playing with our guild. We're not playing with our friends. We have no idea the capabilities of our team. We can do this dungeon. We'll do this dungeon. Watch. We'll do this dungeon 3 times in a row, 2 times in a row. It's gonna be different every time because it's gonna be dependent on the composition of our team, and it's gonna be dependent on their abilities and how they play. Right? So you really gotta not get mad. People are going to get mad at you. People are going to say you suck. People are going to say whatever. Don't worry about that because really, it's always going to change depending on your team. Okay? So the first thing, right now I'm doing nothing. I'm showing you. This dungeon, you literally, as a healer, you don't have to do anything. This is a good dungeon to just get loot, get everything because I'm waiting because I want to stay behind. I never want to leave anyone behind. I always want to see the team. Right? Another thing you want to do is you want to change your camera settings. I like to zoom out. Right? And I want to make sure that I can see everyone. Right? So now, first thing on my mind is because I don't know these people, I don't know anything that's happening, I want to identify my tank. Who's my tank? Like, I don't know who the tank is. Like, and there's no quick way for me to look and tell who the tank is. Like, in Final Fantasy, they color coordinate everyone, so you can just quickly look over and be like, oh, my tank is blue. I can find my tank. Here it's not like that. I legit have to look at their weapons to see who my tank is. And that's deceiving because there could be a DPS guy that has the similar weapon build as a tank, right? So I won't really know who my tank is until maybe the first mini boss, right? I have to see how they play. I have to sort of see, like right now. So this is a good transition as you go from zone to zone. Now I'm thinking, okay, I gotta find my tank. Who's my tank? Right now it's probably the guy I'm on right now because he has a great sword. but I'm not sure. We also got a guy here with a great sword and a spear. He's probably my tank. So I'm going to keep it on Haka right now. What am I keeping on Haka? I'm keeping my Fountain of Life. That's going to be the heal to keep my tank alive. So this is what I mean. Now that I've identified my tank, I can go to work. Right? We're going to give him a little heal. Okay? He came out of the heal. That's fine. We're going to prioritize our DPS. He's low. These guys are all low. That's fine. Clay Salvation, quick burst heal. Right? Let's boost them all so they can do a little bit quick damage. Good. All right? We're good. We're chilling. I have done nothing, guys. This is why this dungeon's great. Tier 2 dungeon. I've done nothing. We're going to heal Haka up. Right? Make sure he's good. We're not doing anything. I don't have to do any damage. I'm going to do jack. Right? This is not... We're here to heal. We're not here to do damage. We're here to heal. Let's get this guy some love. Okay? All right? We're here to heal. Now, if I was playing Final Fantasy, yeah, I'm trying to do damage. Because in Final Fantasy, everyone needs to do damage. But in this game, I'm here to heal. The DPS guys are going to do more damage than I can ever do. So I'm not going to worry about trying to outperform the DPS guys. Why? We're on the same team. Right? Now, if I don't know who I want to put this on, I'll put it on myself. Right? And then push comes to shove, I can just go wherever I want to put it. Right? If you don't know who your tank is, if you can't identify your tank, put it on yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can just move to the position that you want to put it. Right? So now we're in transition again, right? And look at this, guys. We're at the boss. What have we done? We've done nothing. This is a tier 2 dungeon. Are you kidding me? This is a tier 2 dungeon, guys. It's literally the easiest dungeon in the game. This is why I say, as a healer, practice in this dungeon. Because your team is not going to die. You're not going to die. And you're going to get some really good rewards. So now let's find our tank. So we say Haka is our tank, right? So let's find our tank. All right? We're not going to worry about any of this. We're going to let the DPS guys do their job. We're going to let the tank do his job. And we're going to do our job. First thing, bam. Second thing, boost everyone. Right? Now, look at them. They're going to town. They're going to work. Look how happy they are. They're all boosted. They're glowing. Now, this guy's a little low. Bam. You don't have to overheal. Right? This guy's a little low. I don't got to run over. He's fine. He's fine. Look at me. I'm chilling. Now I'm a little worried. Bam. Clay Salvation. Got him. Bam. Swift heal. Got him. Right? They're fine. They're absolutely fine. Boom. Haka. They could all run into that. If they're worried, okay, he died. That was my bad. But I'm just showing you don't need to. I could have healed him, right? But I'm just showing you don't have to freak out. You don't have to freak out, right? Still got the whole team here, right? Let's take care of these guys, right? Let's put some curses down. Let's help out with the damage, right? Look at this. They're fine. They're absolutely fine. Bam. One heal. Heal them all. He's going to do his big move. Are we worried? Nope. We're going to put that on him. Right? He actually got us? I wasn't worried about it. I should have left earlier to go up there. Now, I'm going to show you something. The only reason I left was because my tank left. If my tank didn't leave, I would have stayed there. And I would have theoretically healed us through that damage. See how the tank is still alive? He would survive. If he had stayed with the... We're going to run this dungeon again, and I'll show you how it's different every time depending on the composition of your team. Most tanks would stay and suck up that move. They wouldn't even run away. And in that case, I would stay with the tank. I would put the house down. I would Clay Salvation burst through it, and we would survive. We have enough health that we would survive through that move, right? But he ran, so instinct with me, I ran with him, right? So let's he's gonna theoretically he should win this, but if he doesn't, then regardless, we're gonna run through this again. Oh, he died. Okay, good. So we're gonna run through this again. So now this time, I'm gonna stay with the tank, stay with the team. I'm gonna do a little bit less talking. You sort of already have an idea of what I want to do. So this time I'm actually just gonna do it to make sure that we're successful. Okay, so boom, boost the team, right? Put down my curses. Now I'm gonna do damage. Boom, play salvation, boost the whole team. I'm worried about this guy over here, so I'm gonna find him. He kept moving, not good. We're gonna get him on the way back. We gotta wait 3 seconds. Now we're gonna go find him. He keeps moving. He is like the worst. Okay, we're just gonna target him with the bam. Hopefully he stays in there. We can't worry about him right now. We gotta worry about everyone else. And that's it. I like to put a heal down for the whenever you go to the chest. I like to put a heal down so that the team, the team gets a little heal while they go to the chest. You know what I mean? So let's hopefully get the pet. That's really the only thing we want here. Or the book. Oh, we got the bracelets. Oh, we've got that so many times. Another option is to put the heal down here at the portal when they're leaving. Right? I like to heal the team, I like to heal the team on the way out. So, boom. Quick, fast. We got some really good rewards. The bracelet, we're not going to use the bracelet. It's a really good bracelet. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a really good bracelet. But we've gotten that bracelet like 10 times. So we have absolutely no use for this bracelet. We might be able to use it actually for a trait. Oh, health regen. We could increase our health regen, so that's perfect. So let's do that. So like again, that dungeon is a great starter dungeon. I know it's tier 2. I know it looks difficult, but it's not. It's an easy dungeon. I'm gonna show you. Another thing with when you're in these dungeons, it's an unwritten rule. You always want to be. You never want to be the last person in the party. You always want to leave the party. You don't want to be the last person in the party. I don't know why. So now we're going to run that same dungeon again, and I'm going to show you how it can go totally different. Okay? So we're going to queue back up. They say the game is dead, guys. I'm playing right now. It is 3 a.m. in the morning. How long are we waiting for queues? They say the game is dead. I've never waited more than like 3 minutes. The only thing is if like we lose people in a dungeon, you might have to wait to re-queue. But I never wait. The game is alive and well, guys. And look, oh, are we magically queued up again? Oh, look at that. Look at that. I didn't even get time to come to Stoneguard. What's up, guys? So let's go. So we're gonna run the same dungeon again. We know what our philosophy is. I'm gonna switch to do a little bit more damage, and let's go. I'm gonna change my potion. We don't need good potions. We can get away with the lesser than potions for this dungeon. Okay, so again, I don't know who my tank is. My first thing is I need to identify my tank. Until I do, I'm keeping the fountain on myself. Okay? I'm keeping it on me, and I'm just gonna choose to put it where I want to put it. Okay? This whole beginning area of this dungeon, let them do the work. You don't need to do anything. All you want to do is identify. You want to watch. You want to see how they're playing. Who's taking lead? Typically, the tank's gonna take the lead, or you might get an overzealous DPS. But you just want to watch the team and sort of get an idea of their capabilities. Is someone taking a lot of damage? Is someone, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take this mushroom because I always need mushrooms. You want to sort of just get a feel for the team. So now transition. I'm looking right now. We have a team member that's not even here yet. We're missing someone, which is fine. This dungeon's easy. We could probably do it with just 5 people. So now it looks like we're missing our tank. See what I mean? So we have no tank right now. Looks like he's coming. Okay, he's in the dungeon. All right, so we're good. So Let's go. Again, I'm not doing anything. Here comes our tank. Our tank is Angel. So let's identify our tank. Let's lock onto our tank. Now we know where our tank is at all times. Right? Let's welcome him with a heal. Okay? Again, curses. Let's strip the spider of all it. Now let's hurt the spider. Let's boost the team so that they can do more damage, because we could never do as much damage as them. But we'll still help out. Let's keep an eye on everyone. Make sure everyone's good. Everyone's green. We like that. We like green. We like to see everyone in green. Let's do a quick heal. We're in transition. We're on the way to the next zone. Good opportunity to tap everyone up. Make sure everyone's healthy on the way to the next zone. Right? They should not be going to the next zone on half health or anything like that. It's our job to keep them tapped up. Again, we're never gonna leave anyone behind. So he decided to stop. We don't care why he stopped. Our job is to stop with him and make sure that he has coverage. Okay? We're Navy SEALs. We do not leave anyone behind. The tank can leave people. The tank can go ahead. That's fine. He has enough health that he'll be fine. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Sometimes people won't go into the circle, and that's fine. You have other options. We're just gonna keep an eye on Angel here. Angel's fine now. Now we're gonna keep an eye on this guy. Oh. Okay, let's help him out. Right now I'm just not doing much damage because I'm trying to show you guys that you don't have to do anything in this dungeon. You literally don't have to do anything in this dungeon. So I'm boosting everyone because I anticipate the ant coming. So I want them all at full health, right? I want them at full health, which is good because then I don't have to worry about them, right? If they're all at full health in the beginning of the fight, I don't got to worry about them, right? I can help out with a little bit of damage. Now, I'm putting the fountain on the DPS. I had multiple DPSs over here, so I put the fountain on them. I don't got to worry about them. And then I could focus. The tank was right in front of me. I could focus on the tank with my heals, right? So the fountain isn't exclusive to the DPS, right? I mean, to the tank. But I like to keep it on the tank. But if I see like 3 or 4 DPS guys in one spot and I can get them all with it, then yeah, I'm gonna drop the fountain on them, right? Especially if I'm close to the tank. Like typically, I want to always be in close proximity to the tank. I'm like tethered to the tank. That's how I play. I don't know if it's right or wrong. That's just how I play. So boom, curses. Let's boost the team while we have them close to us. The tank's not moving, so I'm gonna put it down because he's not moving. I'm kind of worried. Okay, there he goes. Always make sure you're getting your blocks off. You're not here to die. Okay, I'm anticipating damage coming soon. But the team is looking good. I'm going to do a quick heal. I want everyone to be full. I'm going to give Angel a good heal right there too. See? They're okay. I'm just keeping an eye on them. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get back here. I want to keep them in front of me. Angel is doing absolutely fine. Angel's build is absolutely amazing. So now, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to stay. We're going to stay with Angel here. We're going to stay with Angel. Right? We're going to ignore the mechanic. We're going to stay with Angel. We're going to heal through it. We're going to heal through it. Now we're going to run. Okay, he's staying. We're going to stay with him. We might die, but that's fine. We don't care if we die. These guys are going to kill that guy. So we're good. I'm done. Grab our loot. And let's give everyone a... Send everyone home full strength. Send everyone home full strength. You guys good? Alright. So that's an example of what I meant, where see how the tank stayed? That's exactly what I was talking about. Last time the tank didn't stay. This tank stayed. That's typically what I would expect to happen in that dungeon, would be for the tank to stay. So now, remember the rules. We need to leave the party before we're the last person. Alright? So now, damn, we've done that dungeon twice in 10 minutes. No biggie. And that's the easiest dungeon as a healer. You can actually do that dungeon without all 3 heals. So we got nothing from that. Magic endurance. That's fine. We need to dissolve 3 pieces of gear anyway, so this is gonna be the first one that we're gonna dissolve for the battle pass. Or for our dailies. We gotta do 3 of them, so there's one. And let's just throw this stuff into storage, and then we're gonna go right back in, because I wanna show you guys another example. Or a different type of dungeon. More in the sequence of how you're going to run into them when you start healing. So, we got rid of all that stuff. Didn't we get... Oh, we did. Okay. I want my do.